Test. 1, 2. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bob Young Field and Football Playoff 2024, where tonight Sioux Falls Christian Chargers take on our friends from Rapid City Christian Comets. South Dakota High School Activities Association and their lead partner, Sanford Health, their financial partner, Dakota Bank, their community partner, Farmers Union Insurance, military partner, South Dakota Army National Guard, and proud corporate sponsor, Brilliant Automotive, welcome you to tonight's game. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of high school interscholastic activities programs. The participants realize that judgment calls are made in good faith, and they must abide by the decisions of the officials. Spectators can support the participants and interscholastic activity programs by refraining from derogatory remarks or cheers. We hope you enjoy tonight's contest and support the participants in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. At this time, we ask that everyone please stand and remove your cap as Jeremy Van Nieuwenhuizen, our high school principal, offers a word of prayer before tonight's game.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight grateful for this opportunity to gather as a community and celebrate the game of football. We are so thankful for the gifts and talents represented on this field and for the safe travels that you have brought our honored guests from Rapid City Christian to our field today. You are the source of every good gift. We ask that you would watch over all players and coaches, protecting them from harm and guiding them to play with passion, purpose, integrity, sportsmanship, and with a spirit of humility, reflecting the character of Christ. Help us to remember that though we are opponents, we are not enemies, we are brothers and sisters in Christ. Help all involved to remember that true victory lies not in the score of the game, but in the way we honor you. We pray that with your Spirit's help, we would use this opportunity to impact our communities and the world around us. May we be a light to others, showing them the love and grace of Jesus Christ. Guide us all and help all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, officials, and fans experience the joy of competition and the satisfaction of giving our best effort. Please keep safe everyone who is here from Rapid City Christian as they journey home. We commit this game to your care, trusting in your perfect plan. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
We now ask that you face the flag as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. A reminder to all in attendance that the proper etiquette is to stand at attention, remove your hat, and put your right hand over your heart. Active duty military personnel or veterans not in uniform may salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. And now the starting lineups for both teams. First of all, for the Rapid City Comets, the cheerleaders, coached by Dina Dow, cheerleaders Chloe Kramer, Talia Ricky, Lola Coleman, Kinley Keeler, Lily Schreiner, Eva Peters, Lucy O'Halloran, Rachel Fielder, and Clara Winter. now the defensive starting lineup for the Comets. At a defensive back, number 3, Lars Kiefer. At an outside linebacker, number 5, Reagan Koskin. At free safety, number 7, Sully Kiefer. At strong safety, number 8, Jackson Winter. At cornerback, number 10, Simon Kiefer. At a defensive end, number 55, Jaden Marino. At defensive tackle, number 61, Victor Enriquez. Defensive end, number 66, Garrett Mellendorf. At defensive tackle, number 72, Caleb Menti. At middle linebacker, number 50, Malachi Maceman. And at the outside linebacker, number 28, Reed Lindbergh. Rapid City Christian is coached by head coach Matt McIntosh, assistant coaches Aaron Marshall, Freddie Mason, Philip Thomas, Doug Schlabach. Activities director is Kyle Courtney. And now the cheerleaders for Sioux Falls Christian, coached by Sidney Adrian. The cheerleaders are Kinsey Flowers, Mackenzie Bosman, Peyton Brower, Izzy Boltzma, Olivia Haugen, Grace Hinkle, Cadence Miller, Emily Ortega, Chelsea Roberts, J.C. Flinker, Anna Schumann, and Kara Stevenson. And now the starting offense for Sioux Falls Christian. Wearing number 0, senior running back Braden Woody. At quarterback, number 1, Lincoln Prince. At wide receiver, number 4, Britton Mulder. At wide receiver, number 6, Grant Wassner. At wide receiver, number 8, Tate Gadboy. On the offensive line, number 52, Colton Steen. Offensive lineman, number 63, Willem Kattenberg. Offensive lineman, number 72, Lincoln Simchenko. Offensive lineman, 77, Lincoln Leo. Offensive line number 78, Jacob Condon. And tight end number 87, Nicholas Popkes. Chargers are coach, head coach Jared Smith, assistant coaches, red keepers, Shelby Adamson, John Simchenko, John Setzer, Steve Connell, Steve Antala, and Brent Woody. Tonight's officials are Ed Fegan, Jimmy Memories, David Hunsley, Tim Dockendorf, and Craig Fair.
Playoffs. We got Sioux Falls Christian versus our friends from out west, Rapid City Christian. They're going to made the drive today. I think they came here today, didn't they? They didn't come last night, did they? Made the drive today across the state. So we'll play a good friend of ours, Rapid City Christian, tonight. I believe it's Sioux Falls Christian is the 1 seed. Rapid City Christian is the 8 seed. So there'll be 1 through 8. They kind of rank them. And the top 2 teams will meet in the Dome in a few weeks here. Yeah, I don't know. These teams, they did play earlier. I think Sioux Falls Christian kind of got up early, and Rapid City Christian kind of fought back second half. Jake, what do you know about Rapid City Christian, Jake?
Yeah, when you look back to the beginning of the year, Chargers came out to a commanding lead early on, went up 41-6 at halftime, kind of looked to run away with it, but Rapid City really battled back, ended up making it a 41-22 game. And those games really, mean a lot early on, but they don't always. When you see that you have to play a team twice in the season, it makes it challenging. I remember a number of times when I coached back in the day that we'd play a team early on and we might beat them by a few touchdowns, and then all of a sudden it's a 1-score game late, or you lose the game late. And so it could be the making of a really good game. Rapid City's on a 6-game win streak.
I'm just looking at their schedule right now, and they have not lost since September 13th, Jake. They have won, you said, 6 games in a row?
6 straight.
Yeah. So, you know what that's like as a team for confidence. They don't know what it's like to lose. They haven't lost back until September. So
they probably feel like they're a whole new ball club right now. So now the Chargers are kicking off, so we'll see how Rapid City responds right away.
Kind of a little, what do you call that, a pooch kick or a little spinner?
I'd call it a pooch.
Be gathered there by, that was number 42 for Rapid City Christian, the Comets, right? They're the Comets.
The Comets. And
number 42.
Yep, and tackled by number 87, Nick Popkes.
Like that's a freshman, Brady Rickey, out there for Rapid City Christian. So the Comets will take over at their own 22-yard line. I'm glad we have Comets superfan listening, Lori Weiss. I don't think that's her right name anymore, but that's what I know her by, Lori Weiss. So, Lori, I hope you're cheering out West, and now you can mute your YouTube now. So here we go. Comets take over 1st and 10. They're on their own 22-yard line. Is it Benson Kiefer? I know it's a Kiefer, number 10 quarterback. Simon Kiefer at quarterback. He'll hand off to the running back. He'll gain about 1 on the play. I don't know, Jake, if you're aware, but last year during the basketball season, I think Rapid City Christian had 4 or 5 Kiefers on their basketball team, on their varsity basketball team. So I assume a lot of them play football as well. I'm not sure here, but if you don't know who it is, then just say Kiefer. I bet you'll be close.
Be safe using Kiefer, huh? And that's what I've gathered. It's a team full of Kiefers.
So that is Simon Kiefer in at quarterback. I'm not quite sure to his right who that is. Yeah, Kiefer will keep it. He'll fake the handoff. Nice run. He'll gain about 13 yards in the play. How about that play, Jake?
Well, and what Rapid City is going to do is they're going to spread you out and try to make you get wide and come underneath. And so that's what they're doing right now. They're trying to run the ball, establish a run game, and really start to wear Sioux Falls Christian out as much as they can.
Because you would say, Rapid City Christian's bread and butter is the passing game, would you say, or not necessarily?
Yeah, and that's what you see. They're a spread team. They go 2 on each side, typically, and they're looking to throw the ball. And Sioux Falls Christian is defending like they are playing against a passing team.
I agree. Who's in that running back? Is that 28? Because they don't have a 28 in their roster, Jake.
I'll tell you in a sec.
28. 28-51, Reed Lindbergh, 5'11", sophomore. He's back there with Kiefer.
Well, and early on, I think they had some injuries, and so I think number 26, who is not playing tonight, Braylon Marshall, was kind of their running back for a lot of the season. And so there were some questions on who was going to be healthy tonight. Number 22, Wes Schlabach, is also a guy that we weren't sure if he was going to be able to play tonight or not.
That play was to Lars Kiefer, the wide receiver junior. He'll gain about 1 on the play, maybe a half yard. So 2nd and 9 here for the Comets as Kiefer kind of surveys what's going on here.
You see a trips look, first time we've seen a trips look, so that means 3 to one side.
So Kiefer in as that quarterback. He'll take the snap. Looking to his left, he has good time, good blocking by his old line. He'll fire it down. It's caught. That's Kiefer again. Nice, about 15, 20-yard gain on the play. Comets, good offense here, Jake. You'll see the replay.
You see a Kiefer to Kiefer connection there. That's got to be kind of fun. We have that Prinz to Prinz connection sometimes. And so they're sitting in a cover 2, and so that means our safety is over the top, backing up, and they hit right behind the corners who are sitting in the flats.
So Comets come out with a good opening first drive here. Kiefer back to pass again. He'll fire it out to the left. That's caught by number 7. He'll kind of cut back across the middle, and he'll gain 3 yards in the play.
Believe it or not, that was a connection to a Kiefer.
There you go. I wasn't joking. Just say Kiefer.
You have the
right?
sophomore Sully Kiefer.
That's great. I love it. I know there's 2 families for sure. Lori, text me if there's more. So I know there's brothers and cousins out there both. So getting a 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
And really, Rapid City Christian, this is exactly what they want. This is how they want to start off the game. They want to keep the ball in their possession, and they're moving the ball down the field.
Got to give their O-line some credit, too. They've been doing a good job giving Kiefer just enough time to get those passes off. They'll run the same play. They'll fake the handoff. Kiefer keeps. He'll fall forward for about a gain of 2, Jake.
Yeah, and really he's just reading that defensive end, and if that defensive end comes up field on the running back, he's going to keep the ball, not put it in his gut, and that's really what they're doing. It's a read play, and you're reading that defensive end.
So here they're getting, they're getting positive yardage here. It sets them up in a manageable 3rd and 6 for the Comets. That's Kiefer here. He'll take the snap. He has some time. He gets flushed to his left. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll be knocked out of bounds by, looks like that's number 10. Is that Drew Netchis?
Drew Netchis, who's finally back from an ankle injury. Feeling good. He's been waiting for this moment. It's exciting to see him back on the field. And Sioux Falls Christian, just because of a few different injuries that they're dealing with, they're sitting in a little bit of a different defensive look. So it might take a little while for them to get accustomed to this look.
Yeah, I see they're missing some regulars that aren't out there. I don't know if we can talk about that or not. But here we go, 4th and 1 for the Comets. Kiefer comes under center. He's kind of got his feet ready. He's going to fake the handoff. There is a flag on the play. Kiefer's going to roll to his right, trying to get a block. He's got the first down if it counts, but there was a flag on the play.
My guess is there was some sort of false start there.
Oh, that's just, if that's the case, that's a rough penalty for the Comets. I mean, he gained about 8 yards on that play, Jake. It would have set him up 1st and 10 from the Sioux Falls Christian 25-yard line. We'll see the call here. Legal motion.
So now you have some decisions.
That's a tough one, yeah.
Well, and in that last look, it's 4th and 1. You're thinking, okay, Rapid City's going to come out and try to just smash mouth the football, and they gave a pass look, and so now are the Chargers going to be ready for that look?
You're kind of in no man's land here, aren't you? I mean, you kind of gotta go for it. I mean, what's the most you can get for a punt here?
I know.
25 yards, maybe. I don't know. So it looks like they're coming out in their offensive formation. Looks like they're going to go for it. It's about 4th and 6, maybe 4th and 7, you could call it. Now it looks like there's going to be a timeout here. It looks like. Yep, timeout. Comets. What are you going to run here, Jake?
I think they're going to go back into a punt formation. I think they
like
thought about
kick?
it. Yep.
Because the ball's on the, 36-yard line?
36-yard line.
And get it down to the 15 maybe?
I do think you have to look to play the possession game. Again, you're playing against a really good Sioux Falls Christian Chargers who has a tendency to move the ball fast and move it well. And so why give them that type of yardage? Kick it back. Hopefully you can pin them back in the 10 and then make them go 90 yards to get a touchdown.
There is a little bit of wind tonight. It's pretty modest, though. There's a little bit of wind coming out from the north. So Rapid City Christian is facing the wind now. Is that a factor at all, Coach, or not really?
I would say not.
It's a little bit of breeze, but
looks like about 10 at max. And I think here, we're going to know what kind of game Rapid City wants to play in right now. They're either going to come out and they're going to say, hey, we want to win this football game. We're going to do whatever we can to win this football game. So this is a big play to decide what direction this game's going to roll in.
Well, I know I've said it before, but that was just a crucial penalty right there. When you're on the road, the 8 seed versus the 1 seed, you got a chance to make a statement right away here. But see what they're going to do now. Looks like they're bringing their offense back out. They're going to go for it. They got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Looks like Kiefer's going to go under center here. Sioux Falls Christian fans making some noise. Jake calls for play action. It's a pitch to the right. It's going to be a pass
play. It's a pass.
So that's a Kiefer. Didn't have anybody open. He'll be dropped for a loss. Turnover on down. Gutsy call. Didn't quite pay off for him, though.
Yeah, so you see the toss, and Kiefer was really looking to throw that. Nobody was open, and so he's like, okay, maybe I can take the edge. He got stopped, and Charger football. That's exactly, again, Rapid City Christian moved the ball down the field, but Sioux Falls Christian got exactly what they wanted to get out of that.
So now, just like we said, Sioux Falls Christian gets the ball, and they're starting on their own 39-yard line. Gets that short field going. We'll see what the Chargers come out with. It's like we're not seeing some guys out there. We got Brant Wassner and Britton Mulder to the right. Is that Canyon Prince to the left? I think it is.
6.
That's Prinz in at quarterback. He'll fire to the flat to Britton Mulder and can't quite bring it in.
Yeah, drop by Mulder there. Yes, it is. Sorry, it is Canyon Prince, number 11, up top.
So like what is he in there, like a double tight? Is that what he plays, tight end, or like a slot? Like,
so looks like he's playing more of like an H-back look, where he can give a little bit of a fullback, but also go out and get a tight end look. He's a physical football player.
Because you got Popke's in that tight end. He's on the left.
Yeah.
Prinz is behind him.
And you'll see Prinz, he may motion different directions and just add another additional blocker.
So Prinz is in at quarterback. Whitty to his left. He'll fire again, this time for Gadboy. And it's a bit out of his reach. So just like that, third down.
Third and 10. And now this is a situation of what are the Chargers going to do? Are they going to look to get 4 or 5 yards and see what happens on fourth down? Or are they going to look to get the first down here and just continue to move the ball down the field? Coach Smith is known as a guy who will go for it on fourth down. So I wonder if they're going to look to say, hey, let's get a manageable 4th and 4, 4th and 5, and see what happens.
So he's got Whitty to his left. They have not ran the ball yet. They've had 2 plays, 2 passes. They're going to do a little screen pass here. Is that Whitty?
That's Whitty.
It is, and he'll fall forward for a first down, getting 12 yards in the play. Nice play by the Chargers.
And really, on a little screen pass, essentially the offensive linemen are saying, defensive linemen, get as close to our quarterback as you possibly can. So as you watch here, you'll see the offensive line let the defensive line get through. So then Whitty's there by himself, and then the offensive line get to the next level. So hopefully we can get a big play like we just did.
This time they'll hand off to Whitty. A nice little cutback. And a nice hard finish to the run. He'll gain about 14 on the play. It's like another first down for the Chargers.
I was a little bit curious to see, the Chargers didn't run the football in their first 3 plays, and then they usually typically always come out with like a wide zone type play, and so we know that's their bread and butter to start a game, and there it goes.
Prinz again here with the handoff. Whitty running straight up the middle. Nice tackle there by the Comets. Number 55 would be Jaden Marino, the 6'3" senior, making a nice play on defensive end side there. Gain of 3 on the play.
Thought you might say Kiefer.
Yeah. Could actually look that one up. Prinz brings the Chargers to the line. He has to tell his brother Canyon what to do there, it looks like. So now Canyon splits out to the left. He's got Wassner and Mulder to his right. They'll keep it on the ground with Whitty running to his left, following his blockers. Wow, nice hard running by Whitty. Breaks about 2 tackles. Nice hard run there for the Chargers, first down.
Yeah, just lowering his shoulder, going north and south, and having a lot of success. Look how he lowered his shoulder and just kept the feet moving and got upfield.
A lot of success. That's good, Jake. Good. So the ball sitting now at the Comets' 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. That's Lincoln Prinz at quarterback. His brother Canyon will go a little, I don't know what that's called, a little shuffle motion. They'll hand to Whitty right up the middle. Whitty, I tell you what, he's making some guys miss, running over some guys. He'll gain about 7 yards on that play.
I don't know if you're noticing this, but Canyon looks to have a little bit of a hobble there. It looked like it happened on the last play, and so we just keep an eye on that as he plays both sides of the ball.
So 2nd and 4, they'll call it a gain of 6. Chargers will come to the line of scrimmage. That's Popke's at tight end on the left with Prinz, and he'll have Wassner and Mulder to his right. He'll hand to Whitty. No, fake to Whitty, excuse me. Prinz under some pressure. He's going to try to run it. He'll flip it to Whitty. It's a little shuffle pass, and he'll gain a first down on it. Boy, there's that savvy senior Prinz making a play for the offense.
Looked like Patrick Mahomes, man.
A little bit.
What a play. Let's watch that again. He had nowhere to go, and he just shuffles that pass, and Whitty's ready, and What an athletic play.
It's kind of one of those where I don't want to get hit. Take it, right? Take it. You go. Worked out well. Looked like they're going to sub Whitty out. I think we have Tate Connell in the game. He has some really nice runs this year. Playing some running back now that Jensen Pixler's been out for a while. And they will hand to Snyder, and he will be dropped for about a no gain on the play. Nice job by the Comet defense. So did you know the backstory with Connell? I heard he was a receiver, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's listed as a receiver. Yeah. I know he's had, I think that was his 11th carry on the year, somebody told me, and that was he's had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's a pretty good ratio.
Yes.
So Connell's still in. Prinz will take the snap. They'll do a little pitch to Connell. He'll try to get the corner. Going to turn it. Ooh, big hit right at the goal line. Wow, nice. He got popped.
Yep.
Not quite sure who that was, but that was a great play by the Rapid City Christian defense to stop Connell from getting in. Looks like he stopped about the 2-yard line still, so they got ways to go. You see the replay here. That was a really good pursuit by the Comet defense. My eyes are so bad I can't see those numbers that far away.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out as well. So yeah, your third down, 3rd and 2. I like the Chargers do a little play action here. We'll see though. Oh no, they're tight.
See here, yeah,
they're going to run the football.
They got Whitty in at quarterback. He's got blockers in front of him. Whitty's just going to keep it, direct snap to the running back, and there you go. Touchdown Chargers, just like that. Nice opening drive.
And really, Whitty has had success running between the tackles on this first opening drive, and who knows? He looked like he had 50, 60 yards that drive.
Yeah, and I mean, if you've watched Sioux Falls Christian play at all this year, you know that formation. They do a lot around the goal line. Direct snap to Whitty.
It's the Wildcat look. You put him back there, and really, they're going to run the football, and they're saying, hey, Rapid City Christian, try to stop us.
So here we go for the kick. That's Simchenko, the snap. Wasner, the hold. Unruh, the kick, and it is good. We got 4:24 to play in the first quarter. Sioux Falls Christian leading 7-0. Jake, you got anything?
Nah, I'm good, man.
All right, we're back in a little bit. Check some of those scores. Savannah, Georgia. You got to say that with a southern accent, Jake. Can you do that? Come on there. Put you on the spot.
Are we on?
Oh, yeah, we're hot.
Hey, we just want to give a quick shout-out to the DeYoungs, David and Nicole DeYoung, who are watching the game from Savannah, Georgia.
You got to say it in a southern accent, Jake.
I'm good, man.
Haven't you ever seen The Office? No? Here we go. Georgia, Ivan? That's not very good. So Rapid City Christian takes over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
So they move the ball well on that first drive. Let's see what they come out with on the second drive. Are they going to stay in the same rhythm or try something different?
That's Kiefer. He's going to be back to pass. He'll fire it down the sideline. He's got a man racing down for it. That was number 30. Who is that, Jake?
Yeah, you have number 30 there, Turner Tonkel, but he's, Jude Prinz, the freshman who's running stride by stride.
I was just going to say, number 22, is that Prinz?
Yeah, so we have 2 corners, and they're both freshmen.
That's
you have
awesome.
Number 13, Cooper Strandy, and number 2, Jude Prinz. So
I'll tell you what, Perry and I were up here a couple weeks ago, and Jude Prinz was running the ball, and we were very impressed with his athleticism and running the ball hard. So yeah, Jake's right. We got 2. I want to say true freshmen, but everyone's a true freshman in high school, right?
Yes, you do.
We have 2 freshmen playing cornerback right now for the Chargers.
You got to be careful.
That's
you don't want to start any rumors there.
Yeah. So 2nd and 10 now after that incomplete pass. Kiefer had a little bit of time. Now he's trying to kind of bide some more time. He'll go down, slide down, and he'll gain about 2 yards on the play, Jake.
Well, and Rapid City Christian came out trying to run the football, and it looks like they've gone away from that in these first 2 plays. And you just got to be careful that if you go too far away from that, and you don't get in a rhythm. And so I'll be curious to see what they continue to do.
Love it. Big John Shimshinko's down there coaching up the D linemen, telling them to use their hands, it looks like. I love it.
John the legend.
3rd and 7 here for the Comets. The Chargers fans making some noise here, trying to make it a little harder on the Comets. We're going to fake the handoff. Keeper will keep it, and he'll fight strong for a first down. Looks like he's got it. Nice effort by the senior quarterback, Kiefer.
Kept the legs moving, got the first down by a yard. Let's watch the replay here. Breaks an arm tackle there. Almost breaks the second tackle, but gets just enough.
That's a really good effort by a senior quarterback there, because he was hit short of it, and he fought hard for that extra yardage. Big first down for the Comets. They can keep the ball here now, hopefully through the whole rest of the first quarter. They want to keep the ball out of the Chargers' offense. Nice fire across the middle. Nice play by the Comets. Looks like the pass was caught. First down, number 5.
Yeah, Reagan Koskin really just sat down in that zone. Again, the Chargers are in a cover 2. And so they're dropping 2 safeties over the top, catching the ball right behind the linebackers, and just finding that nice zone.
Oh, man, I did not see that. I apologize. There was a flag on the play and a holding call against the Comets. So they're going to march it all the way back here. Just 2 devastating penalties there on the Comets in this first quarter, Jake. Can you see the replay here if you can see it?
As you watch this, number 55 takes down. I did not get a number for us, but
kind of right up the middle there.
That's too bad.
So now they're looking at 1st and 20 instead of having 1st and 10 from midfield. 2 costly penalties for the Comets here to start this first quarter. Kiefer here going to dig him out of it. He'll fire it downfield. He's got a receiver down there. Really good coverage. I think that was Cooper Strandy and Brant Wassner.
Yeah, and really trying to hit Turner Tonkel, the sophomore. Looks like he made his decision. That was his maybe pre-pass read, and I'm going to go that fade down the middle of the field, but really threw it right up into double coverage. Not a highly successful pass typically. So now you're 2nd and 20. What's interesting about the Chargers defensive backs right now, you have 2 freshmen, you have a sophomore, and you have a junior. So very young defensive backs.
Kiefer here, he's going to roll to his right. He'll fire. Pass is tipped up in the air, falls incomplete.
And he was open there. Got his hand on the ball. Right there. Could have been a great play.
Well, that's too bad. They couldn't have gotten some chunk yardage there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 20. Awfully hard to convert here.
So now you're going to see the receiver. You're going to either see a trick play, a screen play, or you're going to see a post, double streaks.
Connell and Wassner are both back deep for the Chargers. They're not going to try to let anything behind him. Obviously, Kiefer's going to get flushed out of the pocket here, and he'll be tackled for a modest, maybe a 2-yard gain. So be about 4th and 18 here they're looking at.
Yes, and they've got a punt in this situation. And again, 2 drives where, I mean, they didn't get much on this drive, but they had potential to get a lot.
They did.
But penalties and penalties.
Yeah.
So not the way that Rapid City probably hoped to start this game, but yeah, we'll see how they respond.
So back to punt. I think that's their quarterback, isn't it, Kiefer? Looks like it. Yep, the quarterback's the punter. And
ball on the
ball
ground
will
there.
be dropped, picked up by Connell. And now he's got a seam. There he goes, 35-30. He'll be tackled out of bounds about the 31-yard line. Nice run back there for the junior.
Yeah, looked to be maybe a scary play there, and he picks it up and takes it about 20 yards.
What's it from you? So that's good composure, right? You know, when the ball goes on the ground, like, what do? Do you panic or what? You know, but Connell was able to grab that ball and make a really good run back there for the Chargers.
Well, he had the ability to recognize that the defense wasn't there.
Yeah,
and so he, you know, typically I'm telling my guys, get on the ball, get on the ball. So
1st and 10 here for the Chargers. Prince is back to pass again. He's got all kinds of time. Great blocking by the O-line now for a modest gain here. Good job by the Comet defense, number 61 and number 5 in on the tackle. It's Koskin maybe?
Your guess is as good as mine. I want to take a moment to give a shout out to Mr. Matt Covey, legendary elementary principal from Sioux Falls Christian, stepped away about 5 years ago. He's living in Chattanooga.
Covey's giving a listen. Good deal. The hand here to Whitty, and he'll be brought down there. Good open field tackle by number 50 for the Comets. Whitty's not easy to bring down one-on-one. Be brought down by, of course, Maceman, senior, 6'1", defensive lineman. Big third down here. You got to look at it. 3rd and 4 for the Chargers. You got 2 plays to get 4 yards, Jake.
Yep, and the Chargers are usually really good for that, but it looks like they got them to jump off sides. Chargers are so good. I mean, it's easy to look at that and say, okay, Rapid City Christian jumped off sides, but it's also hard sometimes as a Charger to say, okay, we can't go, and to be patient. But they usually do a really good job at being patient on those
I tell you
plays.
what, I mean, it's easy to sit in the stands and say that, I know, but until you're on the field, even when you know it's on 2, it's hard to sit there and take one.
Yep.
I want to ask you, I don't put you on the spot here, but in high school football, if you jump off sides and get back.
No, once you jump off sides.
So once you jump off sides, it's a penalty. So
Yep.
it's not like the NFL or something like that.
You don't get to.
So if you cross that line of scrimmage, it's offsides.
It's offsides. Okay. Don't put me on the spot again, though, because I might not know.
Well, that's why we pay you the big bucks. 1st and 10, they'll hand to Whitty. Nice tackle in the backfield by the Comets. That's number 50 again, Maceman. Nice job there by the 6'1" senior. He's doing well tonight. So that's about a no gain. Let's see if the Comets can make a stop here, Jake.
2nd and 10, 20-yard line. How's the red zone defense?
Yeah, they're right on the 20-yard line. 2nd and 10. That's Connell in at running back. Prince is going to fire it to the tight end Popkes. It's caught. He'll make one man miss and be dropped down at about the 6-7-yard line. 1st and goal for the Chargers. See the replay here, Jake.
You notice he just sits. He finds that zone. You know, when you have a team that sits in a zone, they're not playing man coverage. You just find the open space. He sits. He catches it. Looks to get a few yards. Once you rep that, you get really good at it. It's an easy play to have a lot of success on.
There you go. End of the first quarter. Sioux Falls Christian leading Rapid City Christian 7-0. Penalties, Jake? Key to the first quarter, would you say?
That's exactly what it was. Hopefully Rapid City Christian can avoid those in the second quarter on out.
We'll see here. Be a big start to second quarter. Sioux Falls Christian has the ball 1st and goal from the 7-yard line.
Welcome back. Chargers take over 1st and 8. Prinz rolls out to pass. Looks in the corner. Was that Tate Gaboy touchdown? Chargers go up 13-0. Again, he had about a foot of space. He kept his feet down. He planted them. Let's watch here. Prinz thought he had something. Rolls out. Patient. Gaboy keeps those feet down. Touchdown. Chargers going for 1. Look to make a 14-0 lead.
That's Shimchenko to snap. Waston to hold. Under the kick is good. Sioux Falls Christian leading Rapid City Christian 14-0. I know everyone has it on their phones. I still want to say West Central leads Madison 7-0 after one quarter. Lennox leads Canton 14-0. That quarter is just about done. And then Del Rapids leading Dakota Valley 7-0 about halfway through the second quarter. I would say, is that probably like the game of the night, the Del's Dakota Valley game, would you say?
Yeah, I think so. You know, when
you got to be careful what you say, but obviously, I mean, just what I think Dakota Valley beat them.
Dakota Valley beat them, I think, to start off the season this year.
The first game of the year?
Uh-huh.
But I just know, Dak Valley gave Sioux Falls Christian quite a tussle last week. So
yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And, all those games have really serious implications, especially when you're in the playoffs. But, again, you're focused on that West Central game. Is it Madison? Is it West Central? They both run different offenses, very different offenses. And so how do you prepare for next week?
I remember that West Central game. I think Sioux Falls Christian played them the first game of the year, didn't they?
Sioux Falls, yep.
West Central. So it's going to be West Central or Madison, right?
It is. Yeah. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game.
So they'll be coming to Sioux Falls, or else Rapid City Christian will be going to either Madison or West Central. That is Unruh to kick. It's like he'll kick it down the field.
Number 5.
Just say Kiefer.
That's
a nice little seam there. He'll fall forward.
Koskin.
At the 31-yard line. What is it?
It was Koskin. Started with a K. So now again, you mentioned the wind. It's a factor, not much of a factor, but they're going to have
a little more.
Yeah. They'll have the wind at their back if any wind.
Well, I know it's a cliche, but this is a big drive for the Comets here. They gotta get some points on the board. They don't want to, give the ball back to Sioux Falls Christian here, being down 14-0 without putting some points on the board. They'll come out with 4 wide receivers. Kiefer in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off this time. Yeah, there's just not going to be a lot doing there in the run game. Chargers defense very stout up front. Jake, they'll lose about 3 yards on that play.
But I think that was the right call. Because Rapid City Christian came out last drive and they tried to throw the ball down the field, and it was immediately 2nd and 10. Now I know you can say it's 2nd and 14, but they have to be able to establish a run if they want to be able to throw the ball efficiently in this game.
Kiefer is back to pass again, looking to his left. He'll be knocked down. Try to get away, but cannot. Sacked by Whitty.
Yeah, and so
linebacker.
So what they were looking to do there is the inside receiver was looking to run an out towards the sideline. The outside receiver was looking to run a slant. He was looking to hit that slant as he cut across the middle of the field, but he didn't have enough time. There was too much pressure.
So it'll be 3rd and 19 now for the Comets.
Now, again, you'd expect some sort of fade down the middle of the field, some sort of post.
Kiefer back to pass right away. He gets under pressure right away. I mean, that's tough for that quarterback. I mean, he's feeling pressure right away, Jake.
And you can see, I mean, he's just looking to run. He's looking to find space. It's hard to sit in the pocket right now. So 4th and 24.
So it's another loss of 5 again. So, yeah, a disappointing series for the Comets, obviously. That Charger defense, it's very good, very strong up front. The Comets will come out here in punt formation. That's Kiefer again back to punt. And Sioux Falls Christian has Connell and Wassner back to receive this kick. Punt. Kiefer gets it away. It's a high punt. I think Connell's telling people to get away from it. And Sioux Falls Christian will take over in Comet territory at Rapid City Christian's 48-yard line. Rapid City Christian started the season 0-3, and then they won their next 6 games. And a lot of them weren't even close, Jake, looking at the schedule here.
Yeah, it's interesting. They came out and had a tough matchup with Canton, who was the number 1 team in the state at that point, and then had to come play Sioux Falls Christian traveled out there and then went back to Dell. So three of the more challenging teams in the state, and then I think that set them up for their next 6-game win streak.
So hand to Whitty here. Nice blocking, nice running. He'll fall forward for a gain of 4, 5 on the play.
Yeah, and Whitty's just patient. He sits there, he reads his blocks, he finds his holes, and he moves forward. He's not dancing from side to side. And in a game like this, when you have a physical offensive line, you take what you can get, and maybe something will pop.
But they got Shimshinko in at center here. Prince kind of surveys. Whitty will join him to his left. Whitty will keep it, or get it, excuse me. He'll break a tackle, spin out of a tackle, and he'll be brought down by a host of Comets, but not until he gains enough for a Charger first down.
And again, he's just breaking tackle after tackle. Really having a lot of yards after he's getting touched. I'd like to give a shout out to Dawn Weeking, who is watching the game from her couch, just wrapped in a blanket right now as it's cold outside. She's a Diamond Platinum member.
They'll hand
off to Connell.
Connell. Boy, big hole up front. Yeah. Good blocking.
Well, it's really a misdirection play. He was stepping to the right, looked like it was going to be some sort of power to the right, and cuts back. Simchenko goes down there. For a second, it looked like there may have been something a little serious. He tries to get up and falls back down. Good thing he's okay.
Good sportsmanship there by the Comets, helping him up. I like to see that. Connell. That definitely gets that speed from his mother, correct? Would you agree with that?
I would agree.
Not his father. I think his father would agree with that.
No,
too,
I
right?
would agree. Yep.
There you go, Davey. Prince fires out to Mulder. Well, they're just getting chunk yardage here, Jake, just down the field. Nice offensive rhythm here. You see the replay.
Yep. And again, he just sits, nice little 5-yard curl, sits, catches the ball, and gets upfield. And when they're giving him that cushion, he's going to take it every single time.
So they call it a first down again. So they'll be 1st and 10 from the Comets' 14-yard line. That's Connell still in there next to Prinz. Popkeys will kind of shift here. They'll keep it on the ground with Connell. Nice hole to the right. He'll try to get the corner. Goodness. This time he does.
Touchdown Chargers. And again, it's that misdirection that we've been seeing with Connell.
Good play. Yeah.
He's a shifty back. So let's watch here. You know, it looks like everything's going left, and he cuts back to the right and finds the edge. And what I really appreciate about this play is he has a nose for the end zone. He sees that pylon. He dives for that pylon. He takes it. Touchdown Chargers. That's a hard thing to teach, but he tends to find the end zone often. So, again, if my stats are correct, I think he has about 13 or 14 carries on the year and 4 touchdowns. It's a pretty high percentage.
So I was wrong. I think that was Drew Netchie's doing the long snapping that time. He's now back from his injury. I think it had been Shimchenko. So that's Netchie's to Wassner. The Unruh, the kick is good. Sioux Falls Christian leading Rapid City Christian 21-0, about halfway through the first quarter.
And we're back en route to take the kickoff. Back to Koskin.
We'll kind of go up the middle here. Not going down easy. Good fight, good effort. Kind of whistle them down there now. Rapid City Christian will take over at their own 27-yard line.
And for Rapid City Christian, I think this is their first year in 11A.
You're right.
And so they've really just made a statement for the Rapid City area. I mean, it seems not too long ago they were in 9-man football, and so they've really just worked their way up, and they're establishing themselves as a really good program. Kiefer
here back to pass. He'll fire it. Pass is caught. Nice job. He'll fight for a first down. Looks like he's got it. It's number
By Strandy, it's enough for a first down for the Comets.
beautiful bald eagle. 5'6", 175. Senior. Nice play there by the senior. I think Don wants us to debate who the best kicker was again.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
wants, right?
Yeah. I'll let you debate that one.
Yeah, well, I had to stand up for her boy last time, I think. Here we go, 1st and 10 here now for the Comets after that nice play. Gets a big first down for the Comets. Kiefer will keep this time after the fake. Boy, he's a good runner. He's a good athlete. They're getting about 8 yards in the play. They got to stay ahead of the change, right? Isn't that what you coaches say? Or they gotta,
yes.
Right? They can't be going backwards like they had the last few series.
But I've seen them run that zone read 3 or 4 times, and every time the quarterback reads that end and then ends goes out, they're having big plays.
So 2nd and 3 now, a gain of 7 for Kiefer. This game's far from over. Sioux Falls Christian leading 21-0. Rapid City Christian driving here. Ooh, good break on the ball. Pass is almost picked off.
That was interesting because it looked like who was that on that side? Look, Goodberry made a play on it, missed it, and so
Goodberry. Who's Goodberry?
Not Goodberry. Strandy.
That's
Cooper.
Is that
Cooper.
6'10"?
We have a
Griffin
Cooper.
Goodberry out
no,
there?
that wow. We have a Cooper at our school, and that was Cooper Strandy,
right.
not Cooper Goodberry.
That makes sense. I didn't know where you're going with that.
No, thank you.
Cooper
Thank
Strandy,
you.
Cooper Goodberry. I just thought of Griffin Goodberry all of a sudden. So 3rd and 3 for the Comets. I'm sure it's 2 down territory. They'll hand it off, and just not much doing there. Man, he's dropped for another large loss, about a loss of 5 on the play.
Well, and the thing is, the Chargers aren't committed to loading the box, but their run defense is that good right now that they're just keeping everything contained and just putting themselves in good position. This is an interesting position right now for Rapid City Christian. They are okay. They're punting. It looked like they were going for it there.
Did she say anything? Looks like they're going to punt it here, Jake. 4th and 9. That's a fake punt.
Fake punt.
They pitch it back to Kiefer. He's going to pass it. He's got a guy open. Oh, right through his hands. Boy, great play by the Comets. Just can't finish it. That was a great fake punt.
Well, it just looks like they've practiced a lot of different trick plays this week, but that was a nice little pitch back. Number 3's open in his hands, out of his hands.
That was great. At first I thought he was going to run it, and I was like, oh, no, he's got nowhere to go. But he pitched it back, and that was a really good play design. They ran it well. Nice job by the coaching staff, by the Comets. But couldn't quite finish the play. Sioux Falls Christian takes over on the Comets' 43-yard line.
And you feel bad for Peterson on that one because, you'll remember that one, and he's a good football player, just had a rough play there.
So 1st and 10, they'll hand to Whitty. And, yep, there he goes again, right up the middle, just fighting for extra yardage. He's hard to bring down. He'll be close to a first down. Looks like they're going to give it to him.
And usually later on in the season, you start to see running backs wear down, but he looks like he is just laying some hits tonight.
We're going to call it a gain of 9, so 2nd and 1 here for the Chargers.
So it'll be interesting to see the Chargers have 5:35 left in this first half. Are they going to try to use as much clock as possible, or are they going to try to score early? Looks like a timeout.
Timeout here. So timeout, Rapid City Christian. Sioux Falls Christian leading 21-0, 5:26 left to go in the first half.
Their second of the first half.
Second and 1 here after the timeout. Prin's under pressure. He'll break lose a couple tackles. Boy, they had him for about a loss. Prince fighting hard. He'll get a first down for the Chargers. Nice play by the senior quarterback.
Let's watch that. You know, another broken arm tackle, and then he gets another potential. You know, these are the type of games where, as a coach, you get frustrated because you see broken tackle after broken tackle, and so the Rapid City Christian defense is just they're there, but they've missed a few, and it's allowed for Chargers to have a few big plays.
So Prince fires across the middle. That's Brant Wassner. He'll break some tackles. Touchdown, Chargers.
So
nice play by the sophomore Wassner.
You know, as we watch this play again, you'll watch Whitty, who will swing out to the right, and as we get here, Ivan Voss, he swings out to the right, and so he really gets the defense to look over, and Prince stares him down, and then all of a sudden looks across the middle and finds Brant Wassner, who catches the ball in the 25 and makes his way to the end zone. There's Unruh back for the kick. Kick is up and good. Chargers go up 28-0, 4:54 left in the half. Looks like a pooch kick.
Number 42 for the Comets with a nice return. The ball comes out to about the 34-yard line.
It's like Brady Ricky.
Brady Ricky.
Ricky. I want to give a shout out to Ivan Voss, who is in charge of the replays tonight. Also want to give a shout out to Matthew and Justin, who are doing our video camera tonight.
Great job, guys.
We couldn't be here without them.
Ivan does more than just replays, too. He does everything, right?
Yeah, something like that.
This all wouldn't happen without Ivan here. Good job, Ivan. 1st and 10 for the Comets.
He might be the best in the country.
I tell you what, the Comets have moved the ball, Jake. They've just kind of gotten themselves into pickle with those turnovers here and there. Nice little, look like a kind of screen pass there. And be about a 6-yard gain on the play.
It looked like a little bit of a slip screen. You see that receiver goes out, cuts back, and they block across the field. Again, has a chance for a big play, but Chargers wrap him up. So Rapid City Christian should use as much clock as they can and keep the ball for the rest of the half and maybe punch one in, try to go down 28-7 as they come out. And off number 28.
Try to get the corner to be brought down by, looks like that's Prince.
Is that 28? Because it did not look like 28.
Oh, number 10, that was Netchie's. I'm sorry, Drew. Netchie's with the tackle. 10 and 11, they're close. It's good to see Drew out there making plays again. He's been hurt a lot this year, so that's kind of one positive. Sioux Falls Christian does have quite a few kids that are injured, but they got one back, and Drew Netchie's here making plays for the Charger defense. 3rd and 7 here for the Comets. We'll see if they can convert here. The Charger defense looking to bring some pressure, and they do. It's picked up pretty good by the Comets offensive line. The ball goes way down the field. It's a jump ball. Oh, in and out of his hands. He just about had it. Good play there by the Comets receiver, number 3. You can see the replay here. He kind of
you see Lars Kiefer
went up for it and
It's up.
Oh,
That's hard. You know, it looks like it's in his hands. You don't know if it's deflected. You don't know if his hands was in it. We're blocking the face. It's a great defensive play by the Chargers.
that was really good camera work, guys. Thank you. It's like the Comets are going to punt here. Sioux Falls Christian has Wassner and Connell back deep. That's Kiefer, the quarterback. He's back to punt. He gets a good punt away. It's like Brandt's going to pick it up on the bounce. Make one guy miss. Tries to make another guy miss, but he'll be brought down at the 35-yard line. Sioux Falls Christian offense comes off with just about 3 minutes to go in the first half to try to punch another one in here, Jake.
Yeah, and you know, you get in situations. I'm not saying this game is over, so don't hear what it sounds like I could be saying. But if you're the Chargers, do you try to go up big and put yourself in a situation to get a lot of points in the second half and see if you can make this game end faster, or do you sub down if you get to that point and make sure you're healthy?
Oh,
balls on the ground.
Quarterback. He's hit from behind by number 50 for the Comets. He's sacked. The ball comes out, but it looks like Sioux Falls Christian is going to recover. But just a huge play there by the Comets defense. They almost got a turnover that they needed.
And it looks like the Chargers are looking to throw the ball and maybe get a big play before half. So, again, their hope would be to go up to 35-0, and you get a running clock potentially coming out in the second half.
I want to say his name again. That was Malachi Maceman. He's made a lot of plays tonight. So the senior doesn't want his season to end, Jake, making a lot of plays for the Comets. Prince now back to pass. They'll fly it out in the flat to Britton Mulder. He's hit hard. The pass is complete. They'll gain about 7 yards on the play.
You make a great point. This is a monumental game for, again, the seniors. I don't know if you remember playing your last high school game, your last college game. Just some really cool memories that come along with football. And so everybody's playing like it's their last.
Prince here back to pass again, looking kind of for poppies in the flat. Then he'll hit Mulder. He'll fall forward, looks like for a first down for the Chargers. I always say that too, like in football and volleyball, or any sport in high school. I mean, these playoff games, you have to end someone's career almost to a certain extent, And I know we always told our kids, you have to play really well because that other team, they don't want their season to end either, So these playoff games are usually highly competitive, really, really tough action. And Malachi, he does not want his season to end, and he's playing like it. Good job by the senior. Prince here looking to set up a screen pass to Whitty. They had success with that in the first quarter, and there goes Whitty off to the races. And Whitty is finishing his runs hard, Jake.
It looked like he was tripped up by Kiefer, but if he doesn't get tripped up there, he might be in the end zone.
So the clock will start here as they set the change. 1:25 yet left. I think Sioux Falls Christian has all 3 timeouts left, so plenty of time here as the clock ticks under 1:20. Prince here is surveying. He'll get the snap, and there is a whistle for a timeout.
Yeah.
Rapid City Christian wants to kind of settle the boys down here a little bit, Jake.
Yeah, 1:14 left. Coach is saying we got to stop them, but it looks like that's their 3rd timeout, and so we'll see what adjustments they can make.
Okay, we're back here. Prinz at the quarterback. Will get the snap going to his left. Pass is picked off by the Comets. Great play. Number 3.
Yeah,
I think that's a Kiefer. He's off to the races.
Kiefer.
There he goes, the 40-yard line, the
There
30,
comes
the 20.
Mulder.
Prinz is trying to get him. He's not. There is a flag on the play, Jake. So touchdown, Rapid City Christian. there is a flag on the play. If that is on the Comets, that is going to be devastating.
Did you see when that was thrown? Was that thrown when the Comets had the
You know,
ball?
a lot of times it's thrown, you're right, after the interception when there's a block in the back or something.
Yeah. But he's
Watch
picking it up.
We'll watch the replay here, Jake. We'll see what they say.
Looks like he's picking up the rundown. My guess is we're calling touchdown here.
There you go.
Yep.
Good for the That was a great play. Was that Kiefer?
That was Kiefer.
Wow, talk about rising up
Lars
and making
Kiefer.
a play.
Yep, that
Making
was
a
the junior.
play. Good play by Lars. That's awesome.
He wants to still play with his brother Simon.
Look at him jump that route and off to the races he go. Some Chargers had a chance to get him, but he would not be denied.
Looked like Mulder was coming across the field, and he looks like a fast trackster there.
That's just a huge momentum builder. Like we've said before, Rapid City Christian, they have moved the ball, Jake. You know,
Yes.
They take away a few penalties, a few bad plays, you know, and they could have some more points. Looks like they're going to go for 2. Kiefer under center. They're going to hand it off here to number 28, and he will get into the end zone.
That's big. That's big.
2-point conversion is good. And just like that, a minute to go, Sioux Falls Christian 28, Rapid City Christian 8.
Well, we're looking to see the Chargers go up 35-0 right there, and he picks the ball off. He takes it to the house. Now we're looking at a 28-8 game. You know, Chargers don't have the breathing room that they maybe thought that they had. So that was a big play. Again, that 2-point conversion is huge. And think about that. Think about if that penalty would have been on Rapid City Christian. That would have been the 3rd big penalty. But again, good for Rapid City Christian. Nice play, nice touchdown.
That's great. They do have some fans. It's a long drive, but there's quite a few parents across the way. They're standing and they're cheering. That's a great play by the Comets tonight. Kind of gets them back in this game, gets some momentum before half. Now there is a minute to go. Sioux Falls Christian does have all 3 timeouts left. So we'll see what happens here this last minute. I don't know if Coach Smith will sit on it or if he'll try to do something. I guess we'll see. But Sioux Falls Christian was being aggressive there. They were passing it. They were trying to get another score before the first half, and Rapid City Christian says, not so fast. Who's that kicking off? 75? That's Jeremiah Williams. That's an easy name to say. 5'7", 165. Kind of a little pooch kick. Takes a weird bounce. Get on it, boys. But that kick did exactly what they wanted it to do, didn't it?
Yeah, it's a tough situation because as the receiving team, you're like, do you let it go out of bounds and get the penalty, or do you get on it? And so it sat right there, and the Chargers made the right play. They got on top of it, but it's a tough decision to make. And again, if Rapid City Christian would have landed on it, we could have been in a whole different ball game.
That was Dawson Unruh, our kicker, so he should know how that ball spins.
You got a
right?
taste of his medicine almost there, huh?
I know, a little bit. So we'll see what the Chargers do here. They come out with, what's that? Is that called trips to the left?
We're going trips and an open look up top.
They got Gatboy to the right. Prince is going to fire for Mulder. He keeps it, though. Runs up the middle. He'll gain 5 yards. The clock will keep running, and Coach Smith uses that first time out.
So he's looking to score here. You know, it looked like they were trying to find conservative pass plays.
Yep.
And then makes me wonder now, you have 2 timeouts left. You call your first timeout of the half, 51 seconds left. I think they're going to try to punch something in. So, again, anytime you're putting the ball in the air, you're risking the other team catching the ball and again, taking to the end zone. So,
I'm trying to think. Who got the opening kickoff? I think it was Rapid City Christian, wasn't it?
Rapid City got
I think
it.
so.
Yeah.
So the Chargers will get it the second half. Well, that'd be a big momentum if the Comets would have gotten it. So we'll see here. 51 seconds left. Sioux Falls Christian calls their first timeout. They have 2 more left. 2nd and 4 for the Chargers. He's got Mulder to his left, Wassner and Godboy to his right. Popke's in at tight end on the left.
And we'll see what Coach Smith has up his sleeve here.
They're going to run it with Whitty, trying to get that first down. He's not going to get it. The clock's going to run. Coach Smith telling the boys to hurry up, it looks like. Maybe.
I think he's just reminding them where their blocking should have been.
Okay. So, no, the clock's ticking.
So he calls.
No, he calls a timeout now, right?
Timeout.
Yep.
Sioux Falls Christian, they're second on the first half.
So 34 seconds left. Sioux Falls Christian takes their second timeout. We'll step away here. Sioux Falls Christian has 1 timeout remaining, 3rd and 4. And
Nothing.
they tried to get the Comets to drop off sides. They didn't get it. Prinz will fire across the middle.
No, I don't think he crossed the line.
Ball's incomplete.
The good pressure there by the Comets defense. Prinz kind of had to throw it a little earlier. So there you go. Sioux Falls Christian with their first punt of the night, Jake.
But again, these are interesting positions to be in. So now you're 4th and 3. A snap could really change the game here if it's a bad snap. Netchis is a great snapper. He's been doing it for a while, but again, he hasn't been playing much this year. So there he is. Good. Great punt. You know, what was fun about watching Unruh punt, he is a goalkeeper, or he was a goalkeeper, and so you're used to seeing him on the soccer field until this year, and he, again, looks like a goalkeeper kicking the ball out of the back end line. 21 seconds left. What's Rapid City Christian going to come out and do?
Well, they don't have any timeouts left, so.
It's going to either be we're going to take a knee or it's going to be an all or nothing type play.
They're going to come out with 5 receivers, Jake. They're going to throw this ball down the field and make a play. How's Zach doing? Did you get a lot of candy tonight?
Zach thought it was offsides.
They're going to fake the handoff. Kiefer's to keep. And he'll have the first down, so the clock will stop. Hurry up, guys. Get up there. Here we go. 14 seconds left. They're out of timeouts. The clock will stop here momentarily.
And they'll probably do the same thing again.
Now the clock's going. 11, 10. He's got to get his boys set. About 5 seconds. If we can get the play off. Kiefer's going to fire it down the middle. It's caught. He'll have enough for the first down. Is there any time left? No, there's not. Wait, but still, just, very positive plays there by the Comets, Jake, to end the first half.
Yeah, they have to go into halftime feeling like they've won a few battles here. Again, first quarter and a half, probably didn't feel very good about things, but now they're making movement and progress. So good for Rapid City Christian.
All right, here we go. That's the end of the first half. Sioux Falls Christian leading 28-8. All right, we're back here. Rapid City Christian is an onside kick. Great play by the Comets, but Canyon Prinz, the sure-handed junior linebacker, able to scoop that one up, Jake. You got to love that call, don't you?
You got to do something here. Your back's against the wall. You have 24 minutes left if you're Rapid City Christian to make an impact. And if you can come up with that ball, then maybe you go, down. You score a touchdown, you go down 28-16, and we're back in this ball game. So we'll see. So it looks like Sioux Falls Christian didn't change their.
Here goes
okay,
the ball.
Here comes their ball. Ball boy brings the ball on. So when you kick off your football, and then the ball boys bring the ball on, and then you play as a quarterback.
Yeah, you could tell right away Lincoln was like, hey, what is this ball? I don't want this ball. Yeah, this is different. So 1st and 10 here now. Sioux Falls Christian takes over on their own 49-yard line. Prinz will hand off to Whitty, running to his right. Nice tackle there by the Comets defense. Holds Whitty to a modest gain, about one of his shortest runs of the night, and unfortunately Whitty is a little slow getting up, Jake.
Looks like there's something going on. He's a tough kid. He's pushing himself up. You never know, though, like in a game like this, is it a cramp? Is it a knee? Is it an ankle? And sometimes a cramp looks worse than anything else. So, yeah, not sure what's going on.
All right, well, Josh is out there, a good trainer, Josh. We don't want to speculate anything. We're going to step away here. So they get Whitty off the field. Prinz now gets the snap, and he's going to keep it. He'll get flushed out to his left using the speed. Boy, not Jason Prinz, Lincoln Prinz. I don't know if you saw last week. He had an amazing spin move. Did you see that?
Was that the 70-yard run?
I think so. He had a 70-yard touchdown run that kind of ignited the Sioux Falls Christian rally in the second half, and it was a great run. Great run by the senior quarterback.
Well, and he doesn't run the ball a lot, so you don't realize how fast he is, but he's actually a really good athlete.
He is.
So now you got Connell in the backfield. Again, don't know what that means. And I don't know who would be backing him up right now, if that would be like a Jude Prinz.
So they will hand to Connell, running to his right. He brought down there by big number 61 for the Comets. Victor, 180-pound senior lineman for the Comets.
It'll be interesting to see, Whitty runs inside tackles. Connell's he can go inside and he can go outside, but seems to be more of an off-tackle type guy, bouncing it out.
Connell will keep it here, running to his right on 2nd and 7. Comets defense does a really nice job there, holding to a minimal gain. His ankle.
3rd and 5 for the Chargers.
So big third down here, 3rd and 5. Got to figure Sioux Falls Christian's got 2 downs to get this. Prinz gets the snap from Simchenko. He'll fire it out to Brant Wassner in the flat. Nice catch by the sophomore. Should be enough for a first down, Jake.
It looks like the outside linebackers and the defensive backs are giving a little bit of a cushion and trying to take this underneath stuff. And where that becomes tough for the Comets is, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6, you're giving that cushion. Those balls are going to be easy to be caught underneath, and you get that first down often.
Prinz looks like he's going to fire it out here to Connell out of the backfield. Boy, he's got a quick first step, doesn't he?
Touch.
Tate Connell, touchdown Chargers. What a run by the junior, Tate Connell. The receiver, right?
The receiver.
No, he's a running back.
It says receiver in our roster here, so who knows?
Man, I love his. He is so explosive, isn't he?
Yeah, it looked like he's going to get brought down, and then he didn't get touched. You watch him. He goes up for the ball. He's looking to make a move, burst out, finds the end zone, and it looks really clean.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to put you on the spot again here after this kickoff. I'm going to tell you who he kind of reminds me of a little bit.
I know who you're going to say.
The kick is up, and the kick is good by Unruh.
I know who you're going to say.
35-8.
And you're going to say the same exact number of the person that you're going to be talking about here.
Well, I don't know what his number was. Parker Nelson.
Oh, you're going to say Parker Nelson. I thought you were going to say Riley Hogan.
Oh, he does remind me of Riley Hogan. You're right.
Yes, he does.
You're right. I take back. I mean, like, Parker was just so fast. Where Riley Hogan, he had that quick burst, I feel like.
Yeah,
that's a good comparison, too.
Riley was a side-to-side and had a quick burst of speed. Parker was just really fast.
Yeah, really fast. You kind of wanted Parker to go A to B or whatever,
yes,
right?
You did.
He was very fast.
Yes, you did.
But you're right, man. The way he kind of moves and the way he goes, he's got Riley Hogan written all over it.
Speaking of
seeing
that,
number 21 too. You're right. He was number 21.
Riley Hogan's little brother Jackson Hogan is getting married this weekend.
All right. So Chargers kick off here. Unruh going to do the kick. And the kick is away. It's a good kick. Be fielded by the 5-yard line. Is that Lars? Number 7.
No.
Brought down by, looks like Jake Sprunk.
It's a sophomore, Sully Kiefer.
And number 12. Who's number 12 for the Chargers? Roan DeYoung. There you go, Savannah. Make some noise down in Savannah, Georgia. Roan DeYoung making the tackle. So we're looking here, just under 10 minutes to go, second half. Sioux Falls Christian leading 35-8. Be Rapid City Christian's first possession of the half. They did an onside kick that was unsuccessful.
Well, now it looks like Rapid City Christian.
Oh my goodness! Look at that! Look at that set. They got 5 receivers. Man in motion. They'll fake it. Simon Kiefer fires it out there. Nice run there. I think it was a Kiefer again. I think I heard the announcer say.
That was a Koskin, I think. Wasn't it 5?
5.
Or was
5, yep. Koskin, you're right.
Number 3, Kiefer. Is it Lars Kiefer? Looks like he may have a little ankle thing going on down there. You know, what looks to be a good sign for the Chargers is Whitty looks like he's getting taped up. So,
yeah, so
typically
ankle
you
then, right?
see that. Maybe it's an ankle injury, potential to go back in the game. Again,
I'll tell you what, that Comets fans, that Lars Kiefer is really limping out there. He's trying to play through an injury here for his team. Speaking of him, Lars, he catches it right there. That's Lars Kiefer. He'll be brought down for about an 8-yard gain. Nice play by the Comets, but he's really look at him hobble back to the huddle.
Well, again, you don't know are these cousins, are these brothers, but again, really special moment. You have a senior, you have a junior, you have a sophomore. I'm not sure how many Kiefers we have.
I was just told that it's 3 different families.
3 different.
Texted by my Great West River source. Jake,
wow.
So
you got connections.
I do. So I thought there was two Kiefer families, but there's 3 Kiefer families. At least on the field tonight, anyway. Goes in motions. Kiefer will keep it the quarterback. Like he'll gain about 1 yard on the play, maybe.
Yeah.
Simon Kiefer, the senior quarterback.
Well, it looks like they're just trying to, again, go that 5-wide look. So it's called an empty backfield. The only person in the backfield is the quarterback, and really trying to spread the linebackers and the defensive backs out so you can say, hey, number 10, Kiefer, Simon Kiefer, go be an athlete, and that's what they're trying to do right now.
So 3rd and 3 here for the Comets. It's a low snap. Kiefer's going to just have to fall on it. Yep, he looked over his shoulder. He had pressure. He could not try to pick that up. He did the smart thing and just fell on it, Jake.
Yeah, and he had number 78. I'm not seeing a number here.
For the Chargers?
Yeah, for the Chargers. Was that number? Looked like number 78 coming.
I wonder if that was a switch because of our lineman shuffle.
Is that Congdon? Maybe Congdon was coming. He felt the pressure and said, hey, just get on it.
Well, it kind of looks like Cognan. You know, I haven't seen his number, and I bet you that's who it is, maybe.
Yeah.
Of course, now we're speculating. I don't know.
That's what we do. We speculate.
That's Kiefer then back to punt here for the Comets.
Great kick.
And Brant Wasserman's going to pick it up on the bounce. Will be brought down there by a host of Comets. Once again, Sioux Falls Christian takes over in good field position on the Comets 48.
I've appreciated just watching both teams tonight, just picking each other up. It seems like it's been a very classy game from both sides.
So I totally agree. It's been fantastic, the sportsmanship being displayed tonight, Jake. So, wow, that West Central Madison game is not over yet. It's the start of the fourth quarter, and Madison still only leads 14-0. So that game is not over with yet. Dell Rapids leading Dakota Valley 14-0. As Prince fires down the field, he had his tight end down the seam. Popke's just a bit out of reach for the big tight end for the Chargers. See the replay here, Jake.
Yeah, so he has a time. Popke's has 2 or 3 steps. Again, maybe a little more of a lob. Gets it right into his hands.
So it looks like Lennox is in good control of Canton 34-0 in the third quarter. And Del Rapids, Dakota Valley 14-0.
Del Rapids.
Just the start of the, did I say that wrong?
No, you said Del Rapids. Are they up?
Del Rapids 14-0 over Dakota Valley just starting the fourth quarter. So probably the 2 games here that aren't quite finished yet are the Del's Dakota Valley game and West Central Madison. So looks like Lennox is going to move on tonight as well. Prince here now back to pass. Under some pressure, he's hit. Is it a fumble? They're going to call it incomplete.
Looks like the hand was moving forward there.
Nice pressure there by number 66, Garrett Mellendorf, the junior, 6'1", 225, making a play for the Comet defense.
So they're not giving up. They're bringing pressure. They're still in this ball game.
100%. Sioux Falls Christian 3rd and 10 here. I mean, Sioux Falls, the Comets have moved the ball, Jake. They've made a couple really good defensive stands. Just had a few too many penalties tonight.
Or even like you look at that last possession, they were on a drive and then a bad snap.
Prince fakes the handoff to Connell. He'll fire it in the flat to Brant Wasson. It'll be a first down. He'll be knocked out of bounds there by number 7. Simon Kiefer, excuse me.
Number 7, you said Sully Kiefer?
Number 10, I was wrong.
Okay.
It's like Kiefer's their quarterback. Simon, he's also their free safety. Simon Kiefer, excuse me.
I want to give a shout out to Zach Perry, who is a typical number 1 announcer. He wasn't able to make it here tonight, but well, he's the number 2 behind Justin Shepard, so I just get to replace him tonight. So sorry,
Zach, you're number 2, Zach, number 2.
If you're listening right now, I'm sorry for the secondary option here tonight.
Good first down run by Connell. Picks up about 6 yards in the play. Be 2nd and 4. Just about midway through the third quarter here. Sioux Falls Christian comes up to the line. They're not really huddling. They kind of got a wristband action going there. Looks like Jake.
That's too complicated for me.
That's Brant Wassner in motion for the Chargers. They'll join Canyon Prince to the left, and they'll run to the left with Connell. Try to follow his blockers. A good block out there by number 78. Is that Cognan? It's got to be him, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But what I enjoy seeing right now is you see guys like Simchenko. You see guys like Willem Kattenberg, and they're blocking till the whistle, and that's what you want out of offensive linemen. You want guys who aren't just going to make a block and stop. They keep going and going and going, and that's probably why guys like Lincoln Simchenko are getting looked at the next level.
Prince will hand to Connell again. He'll do that little, what do you call it, misdirection, Jake?
Yep.
And he's got some blockers, and he's got a touchdown again. Tate, all he scores is touchdown Connell, right?
Is that his 3rd tonight, 2nd tonight?
2nd for sure. I'm not quite sure if it's 3rd or not.
But it's just a nice little counter play. Again, it's supposed to look like he's running to the right, and he ends up cutting it back direction, back to the left side, and finds the end zone. It's been there all night for him.
We got 41-8, pending the extra point here. Looks like they're going for 2, Jake?
If they're going for 2, they're looking for a running clock. They are going for 2.
They are. They're going to go that that play they usually run for Whitty, it looks like. They got a direct snap, wildcat look. Connell takes the snap, follow his blockers. Does he get in? He does. 2-point conversion is good. And if my math is correct,
we should be
does that make it 35?
Yep.
43-8.
So again, a lot of thoughts on that one. Chargers are looking to get a running clock, and some people might say, hey, well, why are you trying to make it 35? When you're in the playoffs, you're looking to get out of football games injury-free. And so my guess is Coach Smith says, okay, let's get this game going. Let's hopefully get this game over with as soon as possible, because you don't want to walk away from this football game with a key player that gets injured. And so, again, it's not a bad move to do in a situation like this when you're in the first round of the playoffs.
Well, definitely, too. And I just think, too, Rapid City Christian has an explosive offense, and you want to win, too, right? And would it be better if the clock was running or stopping? Obviously running, so that obviously plays a factor in it as well. So now, with that, it should be a running clock the rest of the second half. Sioux Falls Christian leading 43-8 over the Comets. That is Unruh into kick here for the Chargers.
And the only way it wouldn't be is if the Comets come back and score.
Okay, so then it will stop again. I didn't know that. So it will be returned here for the Comets. The ball is loose. Ball's on the ground. There's a lot of Chargers there, but who knows who's going to get that ball? I don't know.
Looks like the Chargers have it. The Chargers think they have it.
Yes, then
Chargers
they do.
Football.
They do. So recovered by, who's got that? Number 51 for the Chargers at the recovery.
Maddox Munson,
the sophomore, 6'2", 230. Quite the specimen Maddox is. So big recovery there by the Chargers. And now the clock is running already like we had talked about, so this second half's really going to fly by now.
But again, as you do watch, you see the Chargers, they are keeping their starting group in. Again, that probably looking to score.
I think they're going to. It's like Brant Wassner's taking his gloves off.
Okay, maybe he's going to go in at quarterback.
I think so.
So this might be a situation where you're seeing partial subs start to happen. Maybe Coach Smith is going to slowly sub in his.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do now. Chargers take a timeout. They're talking down there. They're getting some different kids in. So we'll be back here and try to tell you who's all in the game when we get back. So now Sioux Falls Christian plays the game. Make sure everyone's in the right spot. I know, Jake, you haven't been up here much this year, but Perry always talked about back when he coached with you what a challenge that was when you had to sub down, and trying to get all those freshmen and sophomores in. And here we go. Now we got a guy running on late again. It's just very challenging for the coaches to make sure everyone's in the right spot here when you start changing things up. You know what I mean? I'm sure you can relate to that.
Yeah. And again, you don't want to sub completely now because Rapids.
So that's Brant Wassner in at quarterback now. He's the sophomore. He backs up Lincoln Prinz, and they're not wasting any time. He fires down to Lincoln's brother, Canyon Prinz, for a great catch and a great run here after the play. Look at that nice tight end. Bring that ball in, Jake.
Again, but the thing about this is, again, you don't want to completely sub down. If you completely sub down, now you have JV team going against the varsity team, and what's that going to do? And so Chargers trying to kind of split their squad up, and half of them are varsity kids, half of them are maybe secondary varsity kids. And so it's fun to see other guys get in the game in a big playoff game.
Yeah, running back in there, number 42.
Yep. Is that Prinz?
I think it's Damon Jasper.
Oh, Damon, yes.
So the freshman running back is in for the Chargers now. Cano and Whitty are both out of the game. And we're going to take a timeout here, Chargers.
And these are moments where, you see a freshman getting in at running back in a playoff game. That's a moment that he's always going to remember. And who knows, maybe coach will give him the rock there as they're within the 10-yard line right now.
Okay, we're back here now. That's Brant Wassner in at quarterback and Jasper. Is that his last name?
Yep.
Jasper in at running back, the freshman.
Damon Jasper.
He'll have Mulder and Prinz to his right. That's Sprunk in at tight end. Gadboy. Brant will fire in the end zone. It's caught. Canyon Prinz. Touchdown Chargers.
Touchdown Chargers.
Well, they didn't waste any time there, did they, Jake?
Not at all.
See the replay here. Brant looked like he was going to run it, and then you just saw Canyon kind of get open there in the end zone.
Well, and that's a little bit of that play action. So Canyon shows like he's going to block, and then he just slips right behind. So you have that linebacker who reads run, and then at that point he's beat.
The snap is down. The hold is good. The kick is good. We're at a 50. 50-8 here now. Yeah, we've been kicking the ball really good, extra points.
Shout out to Unreal.
So Sioux Falls Christian leading now 50-8. And we're live. Here we go. The kick's away by Unruh. Here comes the Comets here. Get a nice run back there. Ball comes out to about the 32-yard line. Nice run. They've done a really good job at these kickoffs. They've been getting really good field position in the second half.
Yeah, they're a team full of athletes, and that's kind of what we were told coming into the season.
Yes.
And they have athletes at different age levels. They got the seniors, they got juniors, they got a couple sophomores that are touching the ball. And so again, Rapid City Christian is going to be a team that I think continues to develop.
They're like building. Like you said, it's their first year in 11A. They have athletes. I know their basketball team last year, they have a really good coach, Kyle, and they got athletes in the basketball court too. They're going to have a really good basketball season this year as well. So 1st and 10 here for the Comets as they come out here.
Option.
Do a little pitch here. Number 28 gets a good block, cuts it up, gain about 3 yards in the play.
It's Reed Lindbergh, and he is a sophomore. And I think he's getting extra carries tonight because number 26, who we've been made aware was a very solid running back, Braylon Marshall, he's a 5'10", 201-pound running back, is injured. Looks like he has something on his knee. He's been injured for a while. Clock running, 2 minutes left in the third.
Like Kiefer keep here. Nice run. Breaks 2 tackles. Breaks 3 tackles. Boy, the senior quarterback running hard there for his teammates, Jake.
Yeah, and again, he doesn't want his season to be over, and it's interesting to see because you start to see the Chargers that they've started to sub down a little bit. Seeing a few more freshmen hit the field. I see Caleb Jones here down at corner.
Tackle made by Vanderstel.
You'll see the sidelines there. It's like the Comets brought their cheerleaders across the state there, Jake. That's good support.
Yep. And they really actually have a pretty decent crowd there.
So 1st and 10 here for the Comets. Kiefer here will fire it across. Number 20, great catch, great hands. About a 15-yard gain, number 20.
Yep, that's Henry Koppman, sophomore. So again, he's 6'6", 160. I imagine he
well, he looked good there. That was
maybe
a good
gets
play
on the basketball court from time to time, but that's a nice option to have a 6'6" kid.
That looked good. That was a good catch. He caught it with his hands up high.
Yep. Probably has a bright future.
Another first down for the Comets.
Not sure what Ivan just put on there.
First down here for the Comets. Kiefer under pressure. Being pursued.
Takes
And
her on
he'll
the
be
edge.
pushed out of bounds. That's good pursuit there by number 51 of the Chargers. That's Maddox Munson again.
And number 2, Gideon Hunter as well.
First down, Comets.
If you couldn't hear that laugh, that was Ivan Voss in the background. He's entertaining himself.
Like we got, that's the end of the 3rd quarter, so we were turn our mics off here. All right, we'll pick up here now. We're just starting the 4th quarter. Comets on a really good drive here. Kiefer will take the snap. He's going to tuck it and go. He's a good athlete. There he goes. Bricks his way out to the left. He just needs one more block. He jumped over. There's a penalty flag on the play.
We had a clip in the back.
But boy, you get Benson Kiefer in the open field, and he's about one of the best I've seen this year, Jake. He's a really good athlete.
Yeah, I think they'll miss him next year. He can throw the ball. He can run the ball.
Yeah, it's one of those, that block in the back. That's just so hard for that receiver to not, do that. It's just,
it's tempting.
yeah.
That's a big penalty.
So that must be like a, what do you call that, spot foul, Jake, or something?
Yeah.
Because now it's only 1st and 7.
Wow, that's
not right,
that's
or
gonna
what?
change. Wow.
They're lined up, they're ready to go.
Yeah.
So not a huge loss there. I mean, obviously they would have liked to have the game, but number 7 here now running hard for the Comets up the middle. He brought down for about a 3-yard gain. Kiefer, Sully Kiefer, number 7, sophomore, 5'11", 160. They're making him go out. So 2nd and 5 here for the Comets. Kiefer is back in the shotgun. He gets the snap. He'll fire it. It's a good ball. They're going up for it, and ball falls incomplete. Good coverage there.
Yep, and that was a play by Caleb Jones, and it was just fun because he just sat back in his cover 2 coverage and was reading the ball, jumped up, made a play on the ball. Almost an interception for the freshman.
Yeah, Caleb Jones, that's a really good heady play there by the young kid, making a play.
So there's been a lot of freshmen getting in the game tonight, especially at the defensive back position. And as we look at Whitty right now, it looks like he's iced up down there on the sideline. Looks like it was an ankle injury, but he's moving around really well. So that's a good sign for the future.
Simon Kiefer here. Looks like they're going to do a little screen pass. They'll fire it. That's a great play. Great catch by number 25.
Isaiah
He
Coyle.
cuts back. Touchdown, Comets. And there is a penalty flag down. But I'm hoping it is not against the Comets. Unfortunately, Simon Kiefer is down right now.
You typically look in that position. Was that a late hit?
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
It's too bad.
I guess the good thing is he is getting up on his own. And he is kind of walking gingerly, Jake.
Yeah, and that's, that looked like Dawson Unruh maybe got him a little bit late there, but he was there. He was willing to help him up, so I think he felt bad about that. So it's a great way to respond from Dawson.
So yeah, that's good news for Comet fans, not only for this game, but for Kiefer's basketball season. He is up and he's walking around, and looks like he's not even going to come out of the game, Jake. Yeah. So that's we're very fortunate for that. Very, very thankful. So now Sioux Falls Christian, after that touchdown, they're going to go for 2 here. Simon Kiefer is under center, and he's going to fake the handoff. He's got all kinds of time. Waiting for receiver to get open. He'll fire. It's caught. Wow. Simon Kiefer, what a stud, man. Wow.
He's a good athlete.
Makes a great play for the Comets. The 2-point conversion is good.
So that'll
puts him up at 16, but boy, he stood in there and with that pain, and he made that throw for the senior. That's a gritty play, Jake.
It'll make it a 34-point game, so the clock will stop now, I believe. You sure on that?
No, I think. I'm hearing the Sioux Falls Christian coaches up here screaming one more. They only got 10 out there. And here we go. Now we got a young guy coming in there. So I'm guessing Rapid State Christian do an onside kick here with that penalty especially, won't they? Or just kick it away?
We'll see.
They're going to kick it away down there. Going to try to pin back Sioux Falls Christian deep. Great kick. Fielded by number 15. He'll be dropped inside the 10. Great coverage by the Comets. That penalty there really helped them out.
Looks like you were right. I was wrong. That clock's going to keep running.
That's Trey Van Dong.
For the Comets. Sioux Falls Christian.
I think they're making a mistake. So Sioux Falls Christian now, they've totally subbed down. They have all their freshmen and sophomores in there for the most snap. They'll miss the snap. The ball's fumbled. There's a big pile in the end zone. Looks like they're going to be not in the end zone, be on the 1 yard line.
Wow.
Here we go.
Wow. Okay, looked like the Chargers almost, or the
I thought the Comets
landed on that.
So they didn't get a safety. They got it at the 1 yard line.
Wow. I don't know how the Comets didn't land on that.
So who's that quarterback, Jake? It used
Give me a number there.
It used to be Bile, but I don't think that's Bile.
No, Bile's number 20.
Pass is caught by number 25.
Thrown.
That's Luke Van Leeuwen. Luke Van. That could be Landon back there. Pass was caught by
Luke Van Leeuwen.
So I think that's Ingber's in at quarterback. I think we figured it out. I think that's number 18, Landon.
Was it handed off
Good.
to Zach Lafitte?
Number 35 with the carry.
And these are memories that these freshmen will always remember. And there's some sophomores mixed in and some juniors mixed in as well. But as a freshman, you always remember when you're seniors. They get that experience back 4 years ago.
So we'll see it's 4th down here. Looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and 7. They call timeout here maybe. Oh, I bet they're going to do a quick kick. Yep, snap is back. They'll just do a quick kick. That's kind of what they do in those JV games. They don't have a long snapper, don't they, Jake? And it works out great.
Wow.
That's a great kick by the young man. Who was that, number 47? I'll give him some recognition. 45.
45. Jason Konis.
There you go. You couldn't ask for a better play than that for the Chargers on that situation.
Well, you got the bounce, you got the roll. Sure worked out in their favor there.
So here we go. The clock ticks, just under 6 minutes here, about just halfway to go in this final and 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 here. Is Kiefer still in at quarterback, Jake?
Looks like it.
So he is. He got hurt on that last play, but he's staying in. That's a really good sign for the Comets.
Looks like they maybe subbed down a bit, but a lot of the starters still in the game.
Now the
Timeout.
So here we go for the Comets, 1st and 10. They'll hand off to the running back. And I think they did sub down, Jake. That Kiefer's not in at quarterback anymore. Quarterback's number 17 for the Comets. That's Peyton Glenn, 6'2" sophomore.
He was brought down by the sophomore Parker Van Horsen. So yeah, it looks like we have a bunch of JV kids playing right now, which is awesome.
You checking that Madison score, Jake? What do you
Look
got?
at the West Central ended up beating Madison 14-6, so it looks like the Chargers will probably be facing them next week.
And that game will be next Friday then?
Next Friday.
Comets here running hard to the right. Good blocking up front, but still the Charger defense holds. They'll gain about, I guess they'll lose about a yard in the play as the Comets kind of keep subbing kids in here, trying to get the kids on the field. How's that Dell's game? Is that over with yet?
Del Rapids is up 17-6, 3 minutes left in the 4th.
Okay.
So
You know whose ball it is?
looks like it's Dell's ball. So
Okay.
so again, if all
Probably
goes
Dell's.
the way that it should,
It's going to be
according to the
chalk
score,
then, isn't it?
yeah, you'll probably get Sioux Falls Christian, West Central next week, and then a Lennox Del Rapids game.
Firing down the field. The pass is intercepted by number 12 for Sioux Falls Christian. And he's going to run this thing back. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's trying to get one more guy to beat, and he does.
And that's Roan DeYoung.
Roan DeYoung.
Great
Touchdown Chargers. That's here in Savannah.
Wow.
That's great.
Congratulations to the sophomore Roan DeYoung.
Well, he looked awfully good there. When he intercepted that ball, he knew what he was going to do with it, didn't he, Jake?
Well, and he's a trackster. He's on their 4x1 relay team. He's a good kid. Great to see him have some success there.
Sioux Falls Christian are going to attempt a 2-point conversion here, looks like. And the Comets need some kids out there.
Yes, they do.
They've only got like 5 guys out there.
Looks like they got 8 now.
They got 8 guys out there. They'll hand off to the running back. He'll try to get the corner, and he does. Who is it, Jake?
That looks like
16?
number 76.
Number 76?
You don't see many 76s. This is a Caden Wirtz.
Awesome. Good for Caden.
Good for Caden.
You had to double check that.
Yes, I did. I thought it was 36, 26. Good job, Caden Wirtz. Way to find the edge. Looked like it was 11 on 8 there.
So we were talking about early, man. It gets hard to get those kids in there where they're supposed to be, especially on special team stuff.
Yes,
I think it's really hard.
Yes. And kudos to the Charger coaching staff to get all their kids in the game. It looks like just about everybody's played today. Chargers got 11. And sometimes, I remember when I was coaching, I would special teams put the starters on, and then when you get to defense or offense, then you put your next set on.
Kick is away. Be fielded by the Comets at the 30-yard line, brought out to about the 37, 36-yard line.
And that was number 1, Caden Chaffee, another senior. So again, it's a 58-16 game, but I just want to again give Rapid City Christian a lot of respect. They've been a classy team. They have a lot of potential, and really there was some key plays that ended drives. Otherwise, I think this would have been a much closer football game tonight.
Comets offense, here they go, 1st and 10. There's still some football left for these kids to play. They will fake the handoff. Well, that's a great fake by number 17 there. He makes a guy miss. He makes another guy miss. He's still going, running hard. He's got a really good quarterback. They got a good backup quarterback there, Jake.
Peyton Glenn, 6'2", 158-pound sophomore. So he's probably the next guy to take over next year for Simon Kiefer.
So he gets a nice 1st down run here as the clock ticks closer to 2 minutes. See if they can punch another one in here. It's a pretty athletic looking run there for the sophomore quarterback.
Very much.
Back to pass again now, looking to his left, he'll fire. Passes, almost caught, kind of bobbled there a little bit.
Yep.
Couldn't quite bring it in.
That was Henry Kopman. Coming to the game is Trey Van Dong at corner.
Glenn here takes the snap and do a little pitch there. Number 34 running hard for the Comets.
It's an interesting look. I've seen them do that twice. It looks like it's an option play, but usually the option play is more of a shuffle looks like they're tossing it. .51 seconds left in the game.
With a little snap, Glenn picks it up. Fire a little slant route, passes Cobb, number 25. He breaks the tackle. He brought down about the 15-yard line. The clock just ticks under 30 seconds. They got to hurry, Jake.
Again, Isaiah Coyle, another catch for him tonight.
I'm liking this young quarterback. He looks good.
He does. Athletic. They're looking to score here.
The clock is ticking under 15 seconds here. Rapid City Christian runs a few new players in. They get set. Last play of the game right here. Pass, the snap is a little low. They'll fire it up for the end zone. It's anyone's ball, and it is caught. What a great drive. Rapid City Christian, touchdown.
Touchdown.
1 second left, Jake.
I think they figured we'd throw it up to the tallest kid on the field right now. 6'6". Goes up. Looks like a basketball player boxing somebody out.
Have done the handshake. That is playoff football protocol. No fans on the field until all handshakes are completed. Sioux Falls Christian will host next week.
58-22. Looks like they are going for the extra point.
7 o'clock right here at Bob Young Field. Next Friday night, 7 o'clock, right here at Bob Young Field.
Jeremiah Williams back for the kick.
Nice one.
He's up and good. Looks like the final score likely will be 58-23. These are situations where you just wish the clock would have kind of ticked off there.
He gets the award for farthest away view. I wonder what time it is there, right? Probably the morning. All right, last play of the game. Nice little kick. It'll just be down there, and that's it, Jake. All right, Sioux Falls Christian wins 58-23. It's not official, but it looks like they will host West Central. So they will host West Central next Friday here at Bob Young Field. Jake, what do you got for closing comments?
I'm excited to see the Chargers in their third semifinal game in a row. This time they are getting to host, and so hopefully they can come out on top and have a big game. I want to give a shout out to Mike Isaacson, who is watching the game from Taiwan right now. It is 10:19 a.m. there, 10:11 a.m. there. He gets our furthest viewer ever, we think.
All right, well, thanks, Rapid City Christian. They're our friends from the West, and appreciate them. Always such a classy school, classy program there. So with that, we'll turn it off, and we'll see you guys back here.